Hey guys, I just wanted to say,
I really don't understand why I'm having so much trouble.
If you are MAGA, go away.
I want you to think of the worst possible torture.
So, just my thought of the day.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. Listen, we have a great show planned for you. A lot of liberal madness to get to. We're going to be starting off with some screaming vengeance and then talking about the Super Bowl insanity and what the game has become. And then we're going to be off to a little bit of, realization that the medical institutions have finally admitted that the narrative has cracked. And then somehow we are going to end up with a little bit of hope by the end of the episode. So it's going to be a ride, my friends. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
Hey guys,
Hey.
I just wanted to say, fuck Donald Trump,
Oh,
fuck his entire administration,
wow.
ICE, every single who has tried to conceal the files, don't carry your affiliation, and capitalism.
Oh,
and
wow.
above all else,
It's a lot.
free Palestine,
Oh.
free the Congo, free Sudan,
Oh, okay.
free Ukraine, and every other person who's getting crushed by the world right now.
Wow,
And to the
okay.
rest of you,
Yeah?
I love you forever.
Sure.
Apparently,
Yeah.
I haven't been clear enough.
Okay.
If you're MAGA,
Yeah.
if you're a racist, if you use the Bible as a weapon so that you can judge other people, get the
Okay.
fuck off my page.
Jeez Louise, lady.
Get the fuck off my page. A
Okay.
little bit louder, maybe for the ones in the back.
Okay.
If you are MAGA,
Yeah?
go away. We don't want you here.
No?
And when shit goes down, we know who you are. And you're going to jail. So f off.
I'm sorry, we're not mad enough. We used to literally be a group of people who overthrew an entire government because they raised a tax 3% on a freaking sipping liquid, okay? And now we have governments who are saying, hey, we are taking your children, we are eating your children,
What the hell did you just say?
and doing so many other unspeakable things, and we're not mad enough.
What?
We are simply not mad enough. So if you're like me and you're really, really pissed off and you're ready to alter the course of human history, can we talk?
When everything's all said and done,
Okay.
I don't want justice. I don't want trials. I want vengeance. I want you to think of the worst possible torture you can think of, and that's still too humane for what I want for these.
Man, you are one twisted f***.
I also think it's so funny that I had a guy comment on my post saying
Yeah.
that when you get a septum ring, it changes the brain chemistry. That's just simply not true. They put them on bulls as a way to control them because it's a sensitive area, so even a small tug
Right.
can lead to an owner controlling the bull, but it doesn't actually scientifically change any brain chemistry. So just my thought of the day.
I know I speak for most of us when I say I'm tired of being cripplingly single during cuffing season. I really don't understand why I'm having so much trouble.
Really? There's not anything that comes to mind? Okay, because I have a few just right off the bat, but let's
I
continue.
think I'm a really cool person. I think I'm pretty. I have a nice personality. I have a good job. I live by myself. I have my own place.
I have 5 cats.
So why the f does nobody want to date me?
In
Yeah.
case you didn't already hear, Italy is beating the ever-loving shit out of ICE agents in Milan because of the Olympics. They're literally beating the crap out of ICE agents. And they're protesting. And it's
Okay.
happening right now in Milan,
Yeah.
Italy. Because part of the American security detail included ICE agents. And they're not having it. Just saying. You might want to look at the videos. You might want to check it out. Yep.
Boy, I really love the Super Bowl this year. The halftime show was amazing. It's a big FU to MAGA. It had
Yeah, and pretty much to the rest of the country, too.
everything. It had trans people, it had Lady Gaga, it had Ricky Martin, and it was all fabulous. I love
Gay! Don't even piss me off. All these people who are doing a crash course in Bad Bunny. Bitch, I've been listening to Bad Bunny, blasting it, learning it, playing it for months. Why did you think that you were going to start listening to Spanish music as an English speaker and need to only listen to them for the week before the Super Bowl? No, baby. I've been preparing for this for months. Get out of my way.
This is what Bad Bunny sounds like without autotune.
Are you retarded?
Well, in reality, I guess Bad Bunny sounds pretty bad. And in reality, he actually is pretty bad. Let's check out who he really is, at least in regards to the United States. Yep, that's your Bad Bunny burning the American flag. Yay, as he would say maybe in one of his songs. Hey, if you're enjoying the show, please support the channel by buying a hot chocolate because the Lib Zone runs on it.
I think we can agree that the Super Bowl is just no longer a family-friendly event that's based around the game of football. See, back in the day, you would start by the week before and you'd watch Media Row and watch the players and see a more intimate side where they talk about football, talk about family, and open up, and you'd see a more humorous side. You saw Tom Brady cry from a question from a child. You'd watch the game with your family and take in the commercials because they were funny, and then the halftime entertainment. But that's not what it is today. The whole week leading up to the Super Bowl was nothing but politics and talking about a halftime show from a mediocre entertainer. The game itself, from what I heard, because I didn't watch a single second, was mediocre at best.
Yeah, I actually kind of watched the first half. I didn't even bother with the second half because I just didn't care. Like I said before, if the Bears were in the Super Bowl, yeah, I would have watched the whole entire thing. But yeah, I could care less about the Seahawks and the Patriots.
The commercials weren't funny and often politicized. Then you have a halftime show that is politicized and overtly sexualized, that no father would want to watch that with his kids.
True.
I wouldn't want to sit down and watch a halftime show with my daughters of men humping on men, women humping on women, and men humping on women. I don't want to see an overtly sexualized thing with my kids. So we can just now admit that the Super Bowl is just no longer a family-friendly event based on football. It's something different, and it's something I'm not interested in.
And thank goodness for Turning Point USA for providing that halftime option to watch something a little bit more wholesome. Well, I mean, it's a lot more wholesome, for sure. And here is a little kid enjoying that choice right now. Let's check it out. Looks like they're having a good time in this household.
So I just woke up to MAGA doxing me. Mind
no.
you, this is what they did to my face.
They made you ugly? Is that? Okay, I'm sorry. That was a little mean.
This is what they did to me.
What did they do to you?
And now they're doxing me all over the internet, and they did this to me. Look at my face.
Okay, but what did you do?
I have second-degree burns all over my face. I can't even move my face.
Those don't look like second-degree burns. Looks like you fell on your face and when you were running in gravel or something, maybe. But second-degree burns? Okay. And I'm pretty sure you did something because, look, the people on the right, we just don't start attacking people for absolutely no reason. That's the left's MO.
I did not attack anyone. I didn't hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
All I did was move his camera.
Move his camera? So you touched somebody else's stuff without them giving you permission? Okay, well, the plot thickens.
And he attacked me. Look at what he did to me. They vandalized my car. They kicked a dent in my car. They threw water bottles at me, threw water at me.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're all in my comments calling me the N-word, being racist as hell, like Nazis, all of you.
Well, she's definitely thrown out the victim card, but let's see exactly what she did to get any kind of retaliation from anybody. Let's see, because she's not an innocent little bystander in whatever happened to her. Let's check this out right now.
Let's go, boys!
Oh, here she comes.
Nope.
Round the horn.
Oh, uh-oh.
Damn.
What is she gonna do? She gonna wave high?
Man, you're triggered, aren't you?
Oh, look at that, look at that, look at
Wow.
that.
Oh, shit, she just shot me with a BB gun.
Well, I would say you're lucky that you weren't shot, young lady, for pulling out a gun, even though it was a BB gun. If one of those people were packing heat, I don't think you would have been around to film that little video of yours playing the victim. So take it someplace else, lady. And check out this post that this lady made in November. She says that Charlie Kirk deserved what he got. Okay, pretty vile. But in January of this year, 2026, just a couple months later, basically, she writes, I think the hardest part of the political climate right now is realizing how many people around me are actually evil, not stupid, not misinformed, just blatantly enjoying and relishing in the suffering of other human beings. Hello? The cognitive dissonance in this lady runs deep. Well, the Democrats are yet again on the 20 side of an 80-20 issue. Pretty much everybody in the United States, whether Democrat or Republican, the average citizen, they all want IDs to be had and shown when they go to vote, so integrity is maintained. But the hardcore left of the Democratic Party is still screaming, somehow it's discrimination, it's Jim Crow 2.0. It is just astounding that they can never get on the correct side of pretty much any issue. Check it out.
83% of adults support requiring photo ID to vote. 71% of Democrats favor requiring photo IDs.
It's still going to be something that disenfranchises people. This is another way to simply try to suppress the vote.
Why not maybe even just take that off the table and say, okay, maybe not a passport or birth certificate, but show ID.
What Donald Trump wants to do is try to nationalize the election. Translation, steal it.
Illegal aliens do the jobs Americans don't want to do. Yeah, like voting for Democrats. So true. Why do we need voter ID? Well, because in the 2020 election, 163 Democrats used this one address to cast a vote for Joe Biden. Well, that's strange, though, because I could have sworn I heard somebody say something about the 2020 election being the most secure election in history. Minnesota is continuing to unravel when it comes to fraud, and some of the mayors are saying, yo, enough is enough. We got to stop this and clean up our state, because they're finding billions and billions of more fraud on top of what has already been exposed through the Somali leering centers and other scams. Let's take a look and see what they're up to.
Thank you, Sandra. So we've seen just in the last recent month this fraud take off, with federal investigators flooding the state of Minnesota, as this is a huge concern Just last week, we had another third-party independent investigated auditing team audit the state of Minnesota, and they came up with 14 high-risk programs that could estimate up to another $1 billion in fraud alone. Fraud is impacting every citizen in the state of Minnesota, and especially city budgets. As Minnesota state government inflates their budgets on top of the fraud, that shrinks the city's ability to be able to tax their citizens if we need to do a project just to operate normal services in our communities.
So you and other mayors are banding together, and that number is apparently growing by the day. You're banding together, you're calling for accountability and reform. You want to clean up the state. But the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, says, you know, there's nobody implicated in any of this.
Well, it looks like Greece is finally starting to wake up a little bit to the Islamic takeover that is happening seemingly all over the world right now. Let's take a look and see what they're doing. Greece to close all 60 illegal mosques in Athens, mostly run by Bangladeshis and Pakistanis. Migration minister says all operators will also be deported. That's great. Starts after Bangladeshi-run site shut and imam ordered deported. Massive purge. I'm telling you, my friends, we need to start doing something like this here in America. And I know on the surface, it's going to look horrible. It's going to look like we're just absolute xenophobes and, Islamic phobics and all this other jazz they're going to throw our way. But this needs to be done here in America, and it needs to be done now. Otherwise, we're going to lose our American culture and the way of life that, well, is American. That's right, my friends. It is still Black History Month, so let's take a look and see what some of the representatives of the Black community are up to. Now, the clip we're about to see is, well, I have no idea what's going on, why it's going on, where it's going on, but it definitely seems to be organized. It seems to almost be like some kind of maybe stripper fight club or something. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of insane. Check it out. Why? Stay off the tables, baby. So you can see here, they have numbers on their shirt as if they're about to run a marathon or something. And like the shirt says ProStar Security. So there's some sort of refereeing going on, but I don't get, this is like some kind of Ho Fight Club or something. Like, I don't understand it, why this is happening. But here it is. I mean, I guess it's probably better to have it here in this environment than like at a Walmart or something where we see a million of those videos. So I don't know, maybe this is a good thing. I don't know. Is this sponsored by somebody?
Bitch ain't do shit but knock me down. Bitch ain't do shit but knock me down. Get in with me, nigga. Okay, get in with me. Get in with me. Get in with me. Like I was saying, 765, nigga, from Muncie, Indiana. My name Tina, Natalie.
Hey, Tina.
Get in with me, don't get in without me. Yeah, that little piece right there.
So people in the comments were trying to guess at what this was that we were just watching. Some of them were pretty funny. Let's take a look. Spirit Airlines boarding call? Possibly. I don't know. Baby Daddy Wrestling Championships. Carnival Cruise Fight, proudly sponsored by Waffle House. That actually could make sense a little bit. Waffle House Wars, yeah. I mean, why not? I can't see the white devil that started this chaos, but I know they are in there somewhere. That son of a bitch. That's funny. Looks like the AP Physics class got into an argument over wave theory versus particle theory. Well, that could be. Normally, we see these videos where people are just ganking packages off of people's porches. That is a lot of peas right there. But yeah, they steal something off their porch and then you just never hear anything about what happened, right? But this story is, well, it's just kind of the opposite. Let's check it out.
Hey, okay, so my brother said he took this from your doorstep earlier. He's a good kid. He just is a little lost right now. It's not even open. Even the label's still on it and everything. I'm gonna leave it here, and I mean, I promise it won't happen again. All right.
Well, here's an interesting question that one should maybe ask at a pro-choice demonstration. Let's take a look. Why is a bacteria considered life on Mars? Well, we've heard that argument before. When a prenatal heartbeat is not considered life on Earth? That is a good question. I'm not sure if this next clip is staged, but regardless, it looks like this couple knows how to have fun with each other. Let's check it out. The Trump effect is real, my friends, and it's going across the entire globe. Let's check it out.
I've got to say, though, to you Americans, the Trump effect ended up working around all the Western countries. Donald basically gave the wave to people to say, all of us are connected, the Western countries. We're all European descent, and we're going to speak up and say, we built England, Canada, Australia, America. It belongs to us, the European descent. We found the land, we built the land. And I thank you from my heart, Donald Trump. Thank you for saving the Western countries, and thank you for saving the white people, because we matter too.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you actually saying white people matter just as much as black lives? Or maybe it's just everybody matters. America does not need to see the tax returns of a billionaire who became a public servant. America needs to see the tax returns of public servants who became millionaires while being public servants. Looking at you, Omar. Well, up next is the Patriot Front, and I gotta be honest with you, my friends. I'm really leaning into what they're saying and kind of agreeing with them. They're talking about Dearborn, Michigan, and how the city has basically been totally overrun by this Islamic agenda to take over America and to basically take over the world at this point. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of torn because, you're supposed to be against these guys, but I'm kind of with them on this one. Check it out.
Patriot Front is here in downtown Dearborn, Michigan, which has one of the largest concentrations of Muslim occupiers in the nation, with over half of the city's total population being composed of this unassimilable foreign demographic, and around a third of the city not even being born in America, be they American or otherwise. This city was once the epicenter of American ingenuity and innovation. Dearborn was once home to a thriving working class of Americans, of our people who made this country great and prosperous. This was a place where white families could earn fair wages, buy decent homes, and live with dignity. Now it is unrecognizable. The largest mosque in North America is located here in Dearborn. Storefronts exclusively advertise in Arabic. Even the city's own police department, led by Muslim, introduced and attempted to add Arabic to its seal. Our industry was gutted, our families were driven away, our institutions were corrupted and captured. This is an invasion. The United States has engaged in one military intervention after another in service to the international Zionist agenda. And we were told the lie that Americans were fighting there to keep them from coming here. Every politician who is complicit in what has happened here in Dearborn is a traitor or an enemy to our nation, never to be forgiven. Let us gain one thing from this tragedy, that kindness, tolerance, and weakness of our people will always be exploited by treason from within and invasion from without. Until we can reclaim this city, let it be a cautionary tale. Don't wait until it happens to your beloved home. Don't wait until it is your family that is displaced, your children who are endangered, your future that is stolen. Patriot Front is organizing the men of the nation now to take proactive action to reforge our communities, rebuild the lives of our people, and to place nationalism at the center of politics. It's time to stand with us.
And here is an influencer that supposedly has millions of people in his community. And apparently he has just converted over to Islam, and now he is pimping the religion hard. These are some just excerpts from whatever propaganda he was spewing. You don't actually get to the propaganda, just the setup to whatever he was about to say that day.
What just happened at the Super Bowl proves Islam is a real religion. This is insane. Jeffrey Epstein and the Super Bowl both prove that Islam is the one true religion, and I'm going to explain how. The Epstein files just proved the Bible is false. I'm going to prove it to you. The Epstein files just proved the Quran is the word of God, and I have no idea why people aren't talking about this. You need to hear what I just found. The Epstein files literally just proved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is a real prophet. I have to share this with you. It is absolutely insane. The Epstein files just proved Islam does not oppress women, and it is insane. So I'm going through the files right now, and I just had a realization you need to hear. If you're a Christian who saw the Epstein files and your first reaction is to say something negative about Muslims, shut the f*** up. The Epstein files just prove that Jesus isn't God. What I'm going to share with you is insane. It's going to blow your mind. I can prove in less than 60 seconds that Muslims are 100% compatible with America and the West, and you are just brainwashed.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking you need to lay off the weed, my man, because what you're saying is insane. Islam is not a spiritual religion. It is a territorial one. Everything is designed to occupy land and subjugate people. When the call to prayer is proclaimed, it is a declaration of control over that space. Now, I was not aware of that, but that seems to fit. When they pray in the streets, it is to assert dominance over that area. And we've seen, well, I've seen videos, I'm sure you have, of them just throwing mats down in the middle of a street and start praying, and everybody's like, oh, don't touch them, they're praying, blah. Okay, let's see, what else do we have here? When they buy churches and convert them into mosques, they are claiming the land as theirs. And that is happening here in America, for sure, in Texas. Hear about it all the time. When they convert people, they are asserting ownership over society. When they preach, they are signaling their intent to one day rule that country. Islam is not about saving you. It is about enslaving you. It's pretty powerful. Well, I think the dam has finally broke on all of this woke child butchery that the left has been preaching and doing over the last few years, telling little boys and girls that they are not who they are and that they need to get their junk chopped off and their bodies altered forever. And the plastic surgeons and the AMA, I think it's the AMA, they all went along with it, you know. Greed is a powerful force, but it looks like with the era of Trump 2.0, the golden age, they're changing their mind, and it's a good thing. Now, this next clip is a little over 5 minutes long, so I'm going to make sure I put it into chapters, so just in case you want to skip it over, but it's really good. It's a fast 5 minutes, so I would definitely encourage you all to listen to the whole thing because it's pretty awesome what's happening.
two of the most powerful medical institutions in the United States, just blew up one of the left's most protected sacred cows. The American Society of Plastic Surgeons and the American Medical Association have now both gone on the record saying the same thing. There is insufficient evidence to justify gender transition surgeries for minors, and these surgeries should generally be deferred to adulthood. That's not conservative media, that's not Republicans, that's not Donald Trump making a social media post. That is the medical establishment finally backing away. The plastic surgeons, 11,000 of them, now warn that chest, genital, and facial surgeries for minors are irreversible and unsupported by solid long-term evidence. And the AMA, for the first time, is saying out loud what trans cult activists spent years trying to suppress, that we don't actually know if any of this helps kids, and we shouldn't be mutilating them while we figure it out. This is a total collapse of a narrative. Now, the AMA is enormous. The AMA, the American Medical Association, was among the leading groups opposing laws trying to restrict gender-affirming surgeries for minors just a few years ago. And the media would regularly cite the AMA to create an impression of expert consensus on this issue. The current shift isn't based on any significant change in the data available. The data really has always been non-existent. This all speaks volumes about how previous recommendations that ruined countless lives were based on politics instead of sound science. And here's the truth that they will not say on cable news. Well, nobody will say it but me. This breaking news does not happen unless Donald Trump wins the election in 2024. It simply does not. For years, American medicine was hijacked by insane political ideology. Doctors were told to mutilate first and ask questions, well, never. Raise concerns and lose your license. You get ostracized from your peer group. Ask for evidence. You get labeled a bigot. This wasn't science. It was intimidation. Trump's victory in 2024 didn't mandate outcomes. It simply ended the reign of fear. It signaled to institutions that, hey, you can speak the truth again. Come out from the shadows. There's nothing to fear anymore from the government that would have previously punished you into oblivion for simply telling the truth. Institutions now know you can follow the data again, and you won't be destroyed for telling the truth. Once that happened, once Trump came back into office and set the agenda on telling the truth, the dam finally burst. Both the AMA and the plastic surgeons now cite systematic reviews, including the Cass review in the United Kingdom, which found the evidence for puberty blockers and hormones in minors to be, quote, remarkably weak. Let me translate for you here. The emperor has no clothes. Now, the left's response to all of this has been frantic. They say, oh, nothing's changed. They say, this is consistent with past guidance. That is a lie. When the AMA says the evidence is insufficient and surgeries should generally wait until adulthood, the Overton window didn't just move a few inches. It moved violently. This isn't a ban. This isn't hate. This is medicine, rediscovering first the rule that they all are supposed to follow: do no harm. And make no mistake, this moment exposes the scam. They told parents this was settled science. They told America there was consensus, and they smeared anyone who dissented. And now the institutions admit we were experimenting on children. On children. When they write the history of this era on this topic, some folks are going to be remembered, well, less than fondly. Let's put it that way. What they did to children was unconscionable. And you know what? A lot of parents went along with it. So remember this moment when the lie finally cracked, not because activists surrendered, but because reality finally fought back. The revolution of common sense strikes again, folks. But it's not over. Do you know what comes next? Accountability. My view, prosecute and punish the monsters who did this to kids in the first place.
All right, my friends, let's watch just a few random clips from the internet that don't have anything to do with anything. Just try to have a little bit of enjoyment. Let's check it out. Yeah, because round wheels would just be way too easy. Meanwhile, in Australia, it appears kangaroos are just going off on people. I don't know how often this happens, but apparently it happens enough. Let's check it out. I'm not really into watching bowling, but I think if they had this version of bowling, it would be way more entertaining, at least by the end of the game. Let's check it out and tell me what you think.
Come, Goosey. Oh, it's looking good. It's good.
After watching this next clip, I think you need to ask the question, how much money has this dog earned for its owner? Because he's quite the good actor.
Oh, wow, wow.
Ni lo tocó. Ese perro es bien dramático. Levántate, actor, ni te rozó.
This next clip is just wrong. It's actually a little hard to watch. I'm sure it must violate some sort of universal laws. Check it out. Hey, kid. On a previous show, I showed a guy cooking some hot dogs on a grill, but he did not take them out of the package. It didn't really turn out great. And I thought to myself, there's no way that somebody else would make a similar mistake. Yet, the internet is vast, and I just found another video of a lady that was trying to make a cheese melt or something, and I guess she didn't realize that you gotta take the cheese out of the wrapping. Let's see how this one turns out.
This cheese is not real. It's plastic or something. What the? Why do it look like that? I've never seen one like this in my life.
For anybody out there that thought to themselves, you know what? I really want to watch some good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. Well, today's your lucky day because it's coming up right now.
This is the waiting area. I'm glad I didn't go in there and wait. Are you going, Jacob? Oh, he just bailed. No. You're good. Oh my God! I'm coming out. All right, we'll back it out.
And now, after the noise.
I could tell something was going on, I just asked a question, and sometimes it elicits an answer that you expect, and sometimes it elicits an answer that you don't expect. Are you good?
No.
No?
Anxiety is killing me.
Okay.
I come from a background, I'm clean and sober now, so I don't, I've always had bad incidents with cops. So
Deputy Singleton offering words of encouragement.
having no idea what Caitlin was going through until this moment.
Is there anything I can do for you? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need help with anything at all? Do you need a hug?
Yeah.
Come here.
I moved down here to get away from an abusive relationship, and I'm clean and I'm sober for 4 months.
Caitlin revealed she was in a fight for her life in sobriety. Battling years of addiction and abuse, she had just moved to North Carolina, leaving her 5-year-old son in Maryland so she could get clean and get him back.
Yeah, I've never hugged a cop before. I've always been put in handcuffs by them.
Singleton had no idea his humanity and kindness that day changed Caitlin's life and possibly saved it.
I told him, I was like, I'm ready to give up. I was actually on my way to probably do something that wasn't in my best interest.
Take a deep breath, all right? Everything's gonna be okay. Okay? You're on the right path. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing now, okay? All right? Don't lose that hope.
That traffic stop happened back in March.
And I left my family, and I left my son.
Now, 6 months later,
this is one of the guys that helped save my life.
Caitlin's celebrating 10 months clean.
Can you say hi?
Doing good?
Can you say it's nice to meet you?
And introducing her son Isaiah to the deputy who gave her the strength to get him back.
It's good to see you again. How you been?
Well, you know, don't lose that fight that's in you. Okay? Because there's something in you that's driving you to a better life, right?
Yeah.
All right? Okay? Don't lose that. Hang on to it.
He saw me as a person and not an addict. And he saw my heart. And he saw that I had potential when so many people had counted me out. It's like in a time of desperation, really, like where I was like questioning, like, God, where are you? And he sent me in. It's like an angel. I don't know. I really pray that Jesus blesses you for your kindness, sir.
I'm going to pray for you, too.
Thank you.
In Cabarrus County.
You have no idea how much this means to me.
Hannah Getz, Channel 9, Eyewitness News.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the show today, and thank you for all those that subscribed. And listen, my friends, the best thing you can do for the show to help us grow is just tell everybody you know about the Dave Show and about the goodness and entertainment that I bring into your lives every day. All right, well, listen, until the next episode, my friends, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.